Why polarizing your energy is so important, living in the right and left brain of the hemisphere, realizing that you are masculine and feminine energy, not a gender, but a frequency. And when you're able to polarize your energy and live in that dynamic of yourself, you become unstoppable because now you have this magnetism that people can see and people can feel. When you are only one way, it becomes extremely boring. We are multi-dimensional beings. We are meant to shift. We are meant to ascend. We are meant to grow. We are meant to change. All right? We're meant to evolve. When you polarize your energy, you realize that, let me just give you an example, right? So let's just say you have two magnets, all right? One magnet is a positive and one magnet is a negative. They are going to not repel, they're going to attract each other, right? They're going to want to feed into each other. They're going towards each other, to where if you have a negative and a negative or a positive and a positive, they're going to repel, right? So polarizing your energy is important, and it's a requirement in this lifetime in order for you to really understand what magnetism is all about. So when it comes to anything that you're doing in your life, you don't ever want to be neutral, all right? You want to be your authentic self in a very raw way. A lot of times we're always concerned about what are people going to think? If I show up as this, who's going to like me? And, you know, if I say this, is it going to disturb? You know, me, I curse. You guys know I curse in my videos. And I've literally had people be like, you curse too much. Okay, well, guess what? I'm not the energy for you. This is my expression. This is my life. This is my world. And this is me. And I get to do what I want. And guess what? There's billions of YouTube videos that will appease the energy frequency that you're on. The fact that you actually took the time to even listen to my video that long, and to take the time to even comment, was it really a problem or was it something else? So these are just things that you have to realize, right? It is, you want to be your most authentic self because we have, what, 8 billion people in this world, business-wise, friendship-wise, lover-wise. If you are not polarizing yourself and being in that space of being in both aspects of yourself and using it accordingly, how do you expect these people to show up for you, right? If you're not in your authentic state, how do you expect these people to show up for you? If you're constantly worried about what you are going to, how people are going to perceive you, how do you expect people to show up for you? Because now you are just blocking your own beauty and your gifts and your talents. All right, we are all different for a reason. You have to play your role and you have to play your part. That is why you are you, and there should not be any scarcity in that. You should honor that. You should want us to get on the mountaintop and speak as loud as you need to, because this is you. People need you. People want you. But if you don't get out there and you don't start something, how are people going to know that you even exist? They're not. I had that imposter syndrome when I started my YouTube channel. When I first started it years ago, I started in 2011. I just put some random, not that I wasn't still sharing, because I was like, at that time I was with the Ernest Holmes, The Science of the Mind. You know, I was doing, like little studies on there. And I look back at them and I'm like, girl, what were you doing? But it was in my heart. Now that I look back at it, I see that it was a reflection of what was to come, right? And just recently, when I went to California, I had this urge to want to be more consistent, right? Because this is my life, this is who I am, this is what I have going on, this is how I view and perceive my life, and why not share it with others that might need it? This is how I'm giving back. And I don't feel like there's any better way to give back than on a platform that is allowing you to speak to different countries and different types of people that are looking for you. And they're not looking for this, they're looking for you energetically. All right? So you have to begin to realize that you polarizing yourself is about magnetism. You are a magnet. You don't want to remain neutral. You don't want to remain one way. You want to be a chameleon, which I say this all the time. A chameleon knows itself, but it will always blend into its environments. And guess what? Sometimes your insanity is the best thing that you can harness and the best thing that you can get into. The parts of you that you sit back and think, you know what? This is going to sound crazy to people. People are going to think I'm crazy. That is what you need to harness. That is what you need to embrace. That is what you need to get out and channel. Everything that you're telling yourself that you shouldn't do is exactly what you should do. All right, because most of the time, the things that you're telling yourself that you shouldn't do is really just your mind keeping you safe and keeping you in that familiarity. All right, it's keeping you safe. No, we shouldn't do this. This is not who you programmed me to be. I don't want to go into this new space. This is not who we are. But it's that other polarity of yourself that you need to harness. It's kind of like your light and dark side. All right, for the women and men too, but I feel like I have mostly women on here. Harness your Lilith energy. That is going to be part of your polarity, because in front of people, you probably are just a great presenter. All right, you're a great presenter. You dress up. Me, I'm presenting for my job, right? But in the backgrounds of things, I love to harness my Lilith energy, which is why I called my cat Lilith. That is the dark shadow aspect of yourself that you suppress because you don't want to honor the power that dwells within you. The shadow aspect of yourself, which is the other aspect of your polarity, is the part of you that is going to get shit done because it's a non-bullshitter. It has boundaries. It knows its power. It stands in its truth. It never leaves its throne. It speaks with power. To where the other part of your polarity is a people pleaser. You know, it's the people pleaser. You know, it's my family, so I have to feel obligated to do this. It's my friend. I've known them for 20 some years, so I have to stay friends with them, even though they're toxic. Oh, but my boyfriend and my boyfriend or my girlfriend, I've known them for a while. We've known each other for 8 years. So even though they're draining my energy, I'm still going to be around because they need me. I need to heal them. I need their problems to be my problems because when I was raised, that's all I knew. My mom made me take care of my brother or sister, regardless of what it is that I desired as a child in my life, because I was the oldest or the middle child or the youngest. So all of these things are playing out in our adulthood. And usually the light, this that you present towards the external world, is the polarity to your shadow self that is wanting you to be fucking brave. All right? It's wanting you to burn the bridges. It's wanting you to tear things down. It's wanting you to speak boldly. It's wanting you to remember your worth. It's wanting you to step on necks when you're disrespected. All of those things. And people don't like that. Why? Because the person that they fucked with back in the day, all right, which was still a part of you and still is a part of you, that is the person that they want. But when you become brave and you hone into that Lilith energy, and if you guys want to know who your Lilith energy is, email me at tamaracarisse@gmail.com. I will pull your birth chart and I will go through your Lilith with you and figure out what you need to harness according to what your Lilith energy is. All right, mine is in Cancer. Or you can just go to my IG at the Alchemy Priestess and send me a DM and we can kind of go through that together, because I think that is another crucial thing. Is everything that we do in this life is wholeness. It's wholeness and balance. And it's really getting to know the aspects of yourself that you have covered. You're wearing a veil. All right. But in order to get into your true nature. So embrace the totality of yourself. Okay. Please embrace the totality of yourself. Everything that you keep denying as you not wanting to harness is what you need to harness. Everything that you are denying that you feel that other people will judge, move towards that. Everything that you are denying that, you feel like other people will look at you and be like, what are you doing with your life? Do that. Because the most of what's happening is that our mind is blocking us from what we truly want in our most authentic state. And we're usually living somebody else's idea of ourselves and not really harnessing all that we are. All right? So it's okay to be polarity when you need to be polarity. All right? It's okay to harness that energy when you need it. It's okay to harness the light and dark at the same time when you need it. And I think a lot of us have placed this identity on darkness being this, horrible thing, when actually it's just an energy. It's an energy that you're working with. There is no fear in darkness. Everything that is black is horrible, right? Whenever you wear black all the time, people are always like, why do you wear black all the time? It's such a death color. I love black. Actually, black is in every color. No color can exist without black. People are scared of the darkness. Black cats. All right. And the list goes on and on and on. Everything is birthed from darkness. There is not one thing in this reality, which the external is a reflection, that is not birthed out of darkness. And it always has a gestation period. All right. From a plant, from its seed, darkness in the soil. A child in its mother's womb, darkness in the womb. Animals, fishes, and the list goes on and on and on. They always are birthed in darkness, conceived in darkness, and then they have a gestation period, whatever that gestation period is, before they can actually get to the light. So everything that you're denying from your darkness should be the opposite. It should be something that you should be harnessing, getting to know more of, having a better relationship with, and honoring the process of it. All right? So I just wanted to do this video for you guys this morning on the polarity. Live in both the right and left brain hemisphere. Know what those both are about. The logic, the creative. Dive into your Lilith. See what your Lilith energy is all about. Harness that energy. Whatever sign that's in. It'll teach you a lot about yourself. All right. And again, if you want me to assist you with that, for you to figure that out and send you some documents on it, I'll be more than happy to do that. Of course, a donation, it's still time and my energy, but I'm not going to put a price on it. You guys let me know what that donation is. Reciprocity, right? That's what life is all about, reciprocity. But yeah, so I'll be more than happy to do that, because I think now more than ever, it's time that we just stop fucking around with not truly getting to know ourselves. Like, aren't you important? Sometimes you have to be selfish. You're going to have to be selfish. You cannot give from a cup that is half full nor half empty. It has to be overflowing. And that overflowing of that cup, anything that is overflowing is extra for whoever is around you. But the fullness of that cup is what you have to be. It's not about half anything. We're not half-assing our lives. Everything is overflowing. Everything is abundance. Everything is prosperity. All right? So you guys already know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe. This is how my channel grows. I give of myself every morning because I just feel like now's the time. For myself and even for others. A lot of people are awakening for their truth, and it's just nice to have regular people living regular lives, doing regular things. Even though we're all magnetic and beautiful, we're all going through shit, so we should be sharing our experiences. We should be sharing, what we have for others. So when they're, needing it, it's there for them. And so that's what happens when you comment, like, subscribe, then it just builds my channel. People get to know me. It puts it in the algorithm that people are actually interested. And, you know, I just think that's just a beautiful way to share me and to support me. So anyways, y'all, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Do not forget that you are an alchemist and a multidimensional being. Put that in the comment section. All right. Let that be the affirmation today. I am the alchemist of my life, and I am a multidimensional being doing great things. All right. And repeat that, repeat that, repeat that. Keep programming that subconscious mind for something new. Love you guys. Peace.